Well, hello YouTube. And I have just one thing to say. Bullbars. Also addicts. That's right, you heard me. Bullbars. Why that? Because today I'm putting some on the Land Rover. Maybe spotlights as well. Depends on the rain. So let's get to it. So, Bullbars. What I'm planning on doing, because obviously I'm on my own and these are heavy. So, I've taken the bottom one out of them on both sides, and I'm hoping I can lift this up, put the bottom in, then turn it, take the top out and put the top in, because otherwise I'm trying to hold the bumper and the Bullbars on my own and bolt them in. This may work, it may not. We will find out. So there we go, I weren't bright enough to figure out to sort out the axle stands before I lifted the bull bars up, and consequently they fall down. So let's fiddle around with the axle stands a little bit more. There we go, right, let's have another go. Whee! And there goes the axle stand falling over. I'm good at this, aren't I? So, despite what it may look like, I am not getting amorous with the Land Rover. And there we go, let's play around with the bull bars again. Sorry, the axle stands even. I've no idea what I'm playing around with anymore. So, again, I wasn't bright enough to do this beforehand. So I'm trying to hold the bull bars up with one hand, put the pin in the axle stands with the other, and failing dismally. I'm not entirely sure why I'm getting the other axle stand. That one hasn't even got a pin. But anyway, quickly jumping forward. Axle stand is now up. So let's give the bull bars another go. And there goes my plastic bag that I was sitting on. These are quite heavy, I hope you understand that, you know, these aren't light things. And there we go. We're on. You'll note I've taken the plastic end off the driver's side bit of the bumper, just to make it easier to get the bull bars over. And the axle stand fully extended, a couple of spanners on top to take up the gap, and there we go. So now we just need to get the bolts in. After all the faffing about earlier, what I figured out, and I should have figured out much earlier, but I'm a moron, is if I took the bumper bolts out, turned them round and fed them in from the other direction, then I could get that up in line and just hammer the bolts in. The bumper would still be held on, but I could hammer the bolts into the bull bars. So anyway, I've retrieved my bag. Let's have a kneel down and get the bolts in. So all I've got to do now is just tap the 4 bolts the rest of the way through the chassis rails. As I said, they're already holding the bumper on one side, so I just tap them through, and yeah. So right, you don't want to see me doing this, so let's speed me up. God, I can work fast. Look how quick I'm going. Oh God, don't let my boss see that. He'll expect me to work that fast all the time. Anyway, God, there's going to be smoke coming off my hands in a minute. God, look, there we go, I need to lay down. Right, so now I'm back working at normal speed. Whew, I'm knackered. We can see I'm just now tapping the bolts through, although I have come across a small problem. I can get 3 of the 4 bolts through, but that 4th one does not want to line up. Doesn't matter what I do, I cannot get it to line up. There we go, tap it, tap it, tap it, tap, 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 tap. No, it does not want to line up. So you get me shoulder behind, try and move it, and it just does not want to go. What it is, as it turns out, is the bull bars have been modified at some point for another vehicle, and it's just catching the bumper. But for now, I'm just going to carry on with the brute force and ignorance approach, fix it with violence, and keep going. Let's look at it from a different angle. That's bound to solve it if I look at it from a different angle. Give the bolt a wiggle. There we go. It's bound to work now. It's bound to work. God, listen to that bolt squeak. God, and back to violence, and it's still not going through. So what I've had to resort to is get the power tools out. Unfortunately, as you can see at this point, the audio the picture disappeared, but you can hear the angle grinder, so you know I'm still working. And I just had to nick a little corner off one ridge of the bull bar, just so it just move up ever so slightly. We're only talking it needed to move 2 mil maybe, just so the bolt would go through. So I've just nicked a little corner off. Unfortunately, said you can't see it. All the sparks flying. On the plus side, you can't see I wasn't wearing any goggles or anything while I was using it. Well, the joy of the UK, rain stops play. So I got them bolted on at least, and I'll have to worry about the spotlights another day. But it is on. See, obviously brackets there for the spotlights. And there it is. So it's on, and it started raining. Wonderful. I love Britain. So anyway, that's it for this one. I'll do the spotlights in another video. Like, share, subscribe. Ta-da.